What's that, Skippy? Salon.com are politicising a terrorist attack for their own ends? Manchester was an attack on girls? Well, imagine my shock. In the earliest moments after the news of the explosion broke, social media responded as it always does, showing its best and worst sides. You mean there was virtue signalling and then there were people telling dark jokes. That's what you mean. There was the usual knee-jerk racism. There was an outstanding deluge of information sharing and offers of assistance, yet there was another quick tutorial on how cruel and clueless people can be when discussing things that are not within their own narrow interests. Most notably, you mean, there was a series of truly shocking tweets from the freelance journalist who snarked, "Multiple confirmed fatalities at Manchester Arena. Last time I listened to Ariana Grande, I almost died too." He later deleted the remark and issued a half-hearted apology. Well, I mean, I don't want to get into the whole too soon argument, but I'm certainly not going to hold it against him. But there are also other comments that Ariana Grande sucks anyway. Those kids should have been home with their parents. Why? Among the confirmed dead so far, an 18-year-old student and an 8-year-old child, both girls. I know that most of us understand that the most terrible, ignorant people on Twitter, I love how that's capitalised, don't think like functioning, empathetic humans. Well, A, your virtue signalling is not empathy. It's actually incredibly bourgeois attempts at attention seeking. It's you wanting to be seen to be good by other people. Because I think that honestly, in your minds, you're not good unless someone else is seeing you being good. But imagine having to be empathetic about everything all the time. It would be horrific. Absolutely horrific. You would be an absolute wreck of a human being. Anyway, I also know that the Manchester attack didn't only affect girls, so why the fuck is your column titled, "This is an attack on girls"? If it literally isn't just an attack on girls, then it's not just an attack on girls. Why even make the connection? Why politicise it in this way? But much like the 2015 Lafayette, Louisiana train wreck shooting that left 2 women dead, it's impossible to ignore the targeted way that this was an act of violence at an event with a heavily female audience. Okay, right, I should stop debunking, I should stop criticising this, because this might actually be how we get the feminists to turn on Islam. Basically it was a Muslim who targeted a bunch of girls. And let's be honest, if we're going to start talking about misogyny, I think Islam really tops the charts, and everything else comes second by a great distance, doesn't it? I mean, you know, neckbeards on the internet criticising feminism is pretty light misogyny compared to what Islam deals out. Let's just be frank about this. If you just happen to not be a girl or don't live with girls, I want to tell you how truly spectacular they are and what they're up against every goddamn day. What? It's just like, are you like Mormons for girls, are you, for women? I want to remind you what a refuge pop music is. Music that speaks to you without judgment. What, you mean shallow claptrap about some half-naked woman dancing around singing about her vagina? Or is that just Bill Nye? It makes you feel safe and joyful in a culture that seems to purposefully and ceaselessly try to tear you down. You think that's honestly what Western culture is like? Just have no fucking idea. I mean, it seems incredibly entitled to me. You seem to be arguing that there are problems that everyone faces in their lives, and because some of those problems happen to women, that means that women suffer unduly because of these problems. I'm sorry, I just don't agree with you. One that seeks to punish you for how you dress and trivialises your interests and your icons, that obsesses over guarding your purity. Yeah, you're really talking about the 1950s, aren't you? I mean, we've moved on slightly from then. In fact, it's got to the point where literally no one gives a shit. So this article, politicising the Manchester attacks, was posted on the 23rd of May. It's 6 p.m, I don't know what time zone. And the fantastic irony of Salon.com is that 6 minutes before, they had posted, "Alex Jones, right-wing media, wastes no time politicising the Manchester bombing." you posted something about fucking 6 minutes later. 6 fucking minutes. "Look at Alex Jones politicising this tragedy." Oh, look at us politicising this tragedy. You are monumental fucking hypocrites.